Hello everybody, today trade cap for January 21st, and today's a Wednesday, and today I took one trade on Tesla for, I think, contracts hit around 55% at its peak, so very nice trade today. And I'm going to kind of break down what I saw and kind of how I took this trade. And today was a pretty insane day, right? So I'll kind of talk about that, but let's get into the video. So what do we see in the market open, right? So we see that on QQQ and SPY, right? Like pull QQ and SPY, we are just chopping around the first like 10 minutes, right? So nothing too crazy, right? You can kind of come see us touch this 679 key level, right? And kind of like show a strong wick off it, right? Kind of show a strong reversal, but nothing insane until we start breaking our key levels and start retesting and showing strong price action again, right? So break, retest, instant reclaim, right? Showing strong buyers, right? And then also in this expansion, we're also showing strong buyers, right? Same on QQQ. We're showing that we're wicking above this fair value gap, above this high day level. So we are showing strong price action on QQQ and SPY. So simply two options I have here, right? Either there's technically showing strong price action with this, I'll take that name, or I can just trade the QQQ and SPY itself, right? Both would have yielded me a shit ton of money, right? So it would have really mattered which one I took, but I like trading techniques because the price action is a little bit more cleaner. So what I see on Tesla, right? So first off, I was trying to trade AMD, right? So anyway, on Discord server, I'll kind of explain to you what I was looking at AMD and why I missed this trade. Simply because I didn't click the buy button. I'm gonna be real, I didn't click the buy button. AMD looked very good. We know higher time frame AMD is absolutely insane, right? And when you want to be a trader, you have to understand everything, right? Not just one thing. You have to understand the whole market context, and that's how you get like the good entries and good exits, because you understand when it's a good time to enter, when it's a good time to exit. So this is our previously high level right here. Is 239.58 level, and simply I saw us kind of show strong price action on market open. We came back down and came under this pre-market high and previously high level, right? So I was interested, right? But saw us coming back up, reject this previously high level, come back down, reclaim this level, right? So I can see, okay, you know what? We broke above this level, reject it, came down and bounced off this pre-market high and reclaimed this previous high level again, right? So this makes sense, right? With this doesn't make sense without context, right? You can say all this shit, but you have to understand the context, right? The higher time frame on AMD is absolutely insane, right? So what is this? Why are there two of these? So the higher time frame, you have to understand the higher time frame, right? So that's why you have to kind of understand for bar previous to high and the higher time frame is bullshit. You have to be kind of aggressive, right? So unfortunately, I didn't take my own advice, right? I was not aggressive, but look at this higher time frame move, right? So very insane. From down here, 200, we tickled it once, and we just absolutely been ripping this past week basically. So insane week, right? I've been trading AMD this past week, and today I should trade AMD also, but unfortunately, right, just did not get an entry simply because I was not aggressive enough. Easily could have taken an entry at this reclaim that was previously high level, be right, because the risk to reward was very good here, right? Your risk would have been so minimal. You enter, right? Stop loss literally would have been below this previously high level, right? Plus this VWAP. You just really want to see buyers just push above this previously high level, right? And show that expansion. But did not enter. Just watched like a loser in my opinion. Like I'm honestly kind of disappointed because some of these trades like you have to be aggressive. Like you have to like turn your brain down, stop overthinking, just be aggressive, knowing the higher time frame is bullish, right? And that's literally what happened today, right? Like of course the one day I don't, well, the one day I'm not aggressive, right? Even though the past weeks I've been aggressive and I have 100% win rate, right? But like the day that I'm not aggressive, right? We have like 15 green candles in a row and we just push up $10, right? So you know, like I'm telling you, I don't know, bro. Market makers gotta be watching me. I don't know, but my second entry, right, would have been I wanted to really see tap into his fair value gap plus the aura block, kind of touch this, kind of showed that we kind of came back down, wick above it, but unfortunately we didn't even wick, we didn't even come down and wick above it, right? We kind of wicked above this 5 minute range high, but didn't even touch this fair value gap plus aura block, right? So couldn't get an entry on that. Could I have taken like an entry right here at this candle closure above this 5 minute range high and stop loss below? I could have, right? The risk to reward would have been a little bit different, depends on where you want to push a stop loss, but it also kind of makes sense looking at the higher time frame too. But just was not aggressive enough and just missed on this entire move. So I was very bummed out, right? Because I saw AMD is absolutely ripping. And I'm like, you know what? I missed out on like 150% move. So instead of making like, I don't even know how much I made today, like $2,000 today, 2,200, right? I could have made like easily $4,000, 5,000, easily my biggest day of the month, right? Because I also was looking at a little bit size, a little bit more in this trade, right? And then I ended up, right, not taking a trade. I ended up in Discord, in the Discord server too, right? Called out everything. And I know I was gonna call it a day, right? I don't want to force anything, right? But I did see that we are kind of holding market structure on QQ and SPY, right? Usually, like we see a pop, and then like I was expecting us to actually come back down a little bit, right? But I didn't. I did not expect us to kind of show the strong price action on QQ and SPY, right? So QQ and SPY kind of kept higher highs and higher lows, kind of maintaining market structure. So I was interested in taking another name, right? If we could show strong price action, right? And the only other name that was kind of showing strong price action, was Tesla, right? Tesla was kind of like grinding up to the upside very slowly, right? So I knew if we could kind of like get above this high day level while QQ Wagyu Spy kind of pushing to the upside, right? I could take this name to the slow grind to the upside, right? So entered kind of the entry is basically simple based off market structure, right? Kind of see us come retest as a pre-market high, consolidate around it, right? While QQ Spy kind of consolidating and while QQ Spy bringing up high day, I kind of see us show strong buyers here, come back down and kind of reclaim this oral block. So at this candle closure of this oral block up here, I can safely take calls, stop loss below this oral block, right? So my risk from where we're is very simple, right? Because I know if we come back down, that we're choppy, right? But I just want to see us pushing out the upside on Tesla. Why? Because QQ and Spy are now like outside of a range, right? So look over here, right? QQ and Spy are not at this high day level, and Tesla's also breaking high day. So it's looked very, very good, risk to reward wise. And I know I'm talking kind of quickly, but like everything I'm saying like makes sense, and like you should be able to try to understand like at least like 10% of what I'm saying, right? Because then it'll help you a lot. Because I know what I'm doing, like it's not like I don't know what I'm doing. Like you don't have a 100% winner in the month and you don't know what the hell you're doing, right? You have to be extremely patient, extremely disciplined. You have to understand how to make money in the markets, right? You don't make money in the markets being aggressive and being retarded, right? You make money, can't even say it on YouTube. You make money, right? Being patient, waiting for A plus steps and letting your risk reward play out. Is that simple, right? I find A plus steps, let's let the risk and reward play out, and it plays out, right? So that is pretty much it, right? So enter, right, Tesla at this candle, right? Stop loss blows oral block and simply TPs, right, at these key levels slash hourly highs. So nothing too crazy, right? You can see my key levels perfectly worked out for me, right? We simply broke above this level. This is some very strong price action, right? But we had no continuation of this candle, instantly dumped back down, held this level, right? And then it's just so good price action, right? So my exits and entries, I can actually kind of show you guys. Oh, yeah, it's right here. So I of course, right, I was a little bit smaller size in this trade. I won't lie. I was trying expecting like not this big of a move on Tesla. So this is smaller size. I know 30 contracts is kind of like seems like normal size for what I've done this month, but it's actually kind of smaller size because on Tesla I kind of size a little bit more. So I was kind of smaller size because it was kind of later in the day, right? I'm entering at 9:16. I usually trade between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, which is market open. First 30 minutes, right? So size a little bit smaller, but my first TP was pretty like much later, right? Because I wanted to see it hit that TP, and there's no reason for me to exit this trade, right? This trade was perfectly holding market structure, right? Perfect confluences, good price action, right? You just want to see it hit this TP with strong price action. Look what we had, very strong price action. So there's no need for me to like exit this trade. If I wanted to, I could have actually added this position. This price action is very good right here, but I don't really want to like do that because if I do add a position and take an L, then it's gonna be a bigger L, and I don't want to fuck up like my perfect month. So yeah, so very good trade, like very well managed, and like called out this entire trade. Like guys, like I'm actually insane. Like my trading has been so good recently. Being patient, looking decent. AMD calls on watch, right? Tesla calls on watch. So literally both stocks had absolutely ripped today. I called out like literally before they even ripped. So like you don't be stupid and like call this out. Like these are the only two names that people should have been trading anyways, right? Holy shit, Amazon got absolutely railed. That's crazy. But like look at this. Like you like and let me go back, right? No entry on AMD for me, right? Because I just was not aggressive enough. QQ was very bullish and then saw AMD's like up hella, so I'm like damn depressed. I just want one pullback, one, right? Because I want to enter over here but did not get any like price confirmation, and there's no pullback, so it's just 15 grand, 15 candles in a row straight. And then kind of explained it, and then my taste on Tesla calls Lotto, and then kind of explained the setup, and then in Tesla, smaller size with a huge pop on QQ, and then there was a huge pop on QQ Spy right here, so kind of breaking down the alerts a little bit too. But I don't know. I don't even know what I want to do with this server. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I have so much respect for people that want to start businesses and shit because there's no direction. It's all just passion, I guess. But I do have a passion though, so for trading, so it's gonna work out for sure because I just will never give up. But like the business aspect, right? Trading, I already know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that is trade cap for today, right? Insane day today. I think I broke down pretty much everything. And if you guys have any questions, join Discord and comment down below. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, I mean, guys, no one else is dropping sauce like this in the option space. Like, no one I know, no one like in servers are dropping YouTube videos daily about their trade caps and stuff like that. And yeah, I might in future once my server starts getting actually like popular and shit, I'm actually gonna stop posting on YouTube and just make these trade recaps exclusive to the server, right? Because I can charge for it. But but yeah, you guys should have gotten insane value from this recap, right? If you guys didn't learn a single thing, then you know, I don't know what to tell you, but yeah. So very insane month for me. Let me pull up the P&L again. Right, literally insane. This is actually my most insane month. Like profit factor wise, win percentage wise, like literally insane, right? Like I used to fucking pray for months like these, and I realized all you had to do is be patient, just take good setups. Like it's fucking that simple, right? Of course, this is also kind of a little bit of a luck, right? Because all my setups had good continuation, played out very perfectly, but I positioned myself and also took the trade, understood my risk and reward well. So like you have to understand, like you trade for so long, you understand like how to make money. I understand my risk, understand my reward, right? These trades, if I lose, I'm only losing like less than $800, less than $600, where I'm winning more than $1,500 the majority of the time, right? Of course, these trades I barely had any continuation, right? So these are a little bit smaller trades that I barely had continuation, right? So I take TP1 off and then I come down and then I stop out for like what, minus 10%, minus 5% break even. So of course, no continuation in these trades, but on the continuation trades, right, which normally should happen if you're trading stock for relative strength, right? You can see the bigger type of days. So on the days if I size up this month, bro, like if I trade like 10, 15K position sizes, bro, fucking insane months, bro. Like I don't know. Trading is such a fucking beautiful thing, bro. I love trading. Best shit ever. Because you can also make a business out of it. You can teach people because there's so many people that are just shit at trading because it's a hard skill, right? It's not easy. But I have more than like 500 hours staring at the chart, so you know I better be good at it. So yeah. That's a trade cap. Like bro, I'm dropping so much sauce for like for like how like small I am as a creator. But yeah. So see you guys next video. Peace.